I introduced the first class in the first session. Every day we will have two sessions of 40 minutes because the Zoom has a limitation of 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, the recording ends. So the meeting automatically ends. So the meeting ends. Okay. So after the first session, you have to wait for 5 to 10 minutes. Just as we did today, and you can join the second session. So two sessions will be taken on Saturdays. Primarily, if there is some problem or if there is some issues, then I will inform you in the WhatsApp group. And already I told you, all the classes are recorded and they will be uploaded in my YouTube channel. YouTube channel also I will send the link in the WhatsApp group. So there is no problem. Those who are missing the classes, they will be able to join. They will be able to do the class. Okay. For example, there might be some net connectivity issues which can rise. Okay, so they can also do. But few things I already told in the first session. Also, I'm repeating from the first day. That is, few important things to be kept in mind. That is, we have 4 months class, so you have to be regular, one class per week. Okay, one class per week, and it may be 1 hour or 2 hours class. Okay, 1 hour, 2 hour, no, sorry, not 2 hour, 1.5 hour maximum. Okay, not more than that. So usually 1 hour, 1 hour 20 minutes, because two sessions means 40, 80 minutes. Okay. So secondly, we have MER points 20. Weekly classes will be proctored, attendance will be taken at the beginning of the first 10 minutes, and also I will take the attendance at the last 10 minutes of the second session. Online MCQ, 100 marks MCQ exam will be there. Feedback form you have to fill up at the end of the course completion, and the certification fee is rupees 200. Okay, so 200 rupees, you will be getting a full certificate on your hand. And also from this time, we are giving you the first, second, and third position also based on their examination performance. They will be given the first, second, and third certification. It will be completed. The certificate will be very much important for your industrial training program, or if you go for any placements. It will be very, very important. Why important? Because you can go to my YouTube video, which I will upload in the previous session. Why it is important, all have been discussed. So I don't want to waste time. So what I was telling you, that I could not show you the sustainable development goals already, because the green technology is basically a part of sustainable development goals, 17 sustainable development goals, which were drafted in the Brundtland report, which is also found in the Common Man, the Common Future Journal, which is drafted, which took the conference took in the year 2020. We have 17 sustainable goals. So first is no poverty. This target is targeted for 2030. Okay, 2030. So no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being. These 17 goals you should know, because many people they ask, what are the 17 sustainable goals? Because it's very, very important and very, it gain huge importance in any sector, No poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being for medicinal and medical people. They have to look for into this good health and well-being. Quality education, obviously, we the institutions, you the students, we the faculty members will be taking charge of quality education, not only in graduate and postgraduate level, but also from UG to KG. Gender equality, clean water and sanitation, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, which already you know, lot of schemes by the government of India have been taken. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Swachh Jal, the Swachh Jal is also an initiative where free and clean water for the rural as well as urban people have been is going on, mainly for rural areas. Clean water and sanitation, Affordable and clean energy. As an engineer, we are taking this in charge. Affordable and clean energy, decent work and growth environment, industry, innovation and infrastructure. That is why here we are standing for Industry Innovation, IIC, Institute Innovation Council. We are focusing on Yukti, XYZ, patent and everything. So industry, innovation, infrastructure. The very area, big area where not only the government of India, but the government of all countries they are focused on. Reduced inequalities, sustainable cities and communities. Under this, we have the concept of green building or green technology in buildings infrastructure. Responsible consumption and production. We should not waste resources. Responsible consumption, production, climate action. Obviously, climate change. We have to take issue of this. We have to take in charge of this big issue, climate action or climate change. 14, life below water. For we have to preserve, we have to conserve the marine ecosystem, marine and aquatic life system, aquatic environment. Life on land, obviously, peace, justice, and strong institutions, very important. Already UNO, United Nations Organization, works on this for the last 30-40 years. Peace, justice, and strong institutions, partnerships for the goal. For example, if any country is very much focused or very much strong in one sector, and that country is not very strong in the other sector, the other country should come into the picture to share the partnership. So, partnership for the goals. So, there are 70 sustainable development goals which are targeted by 2030. Many people tell that where it was drafted, it's called Brundtland Report. I teach this subject for my students in sustainable construction technology. We have a subject in third year. We have two subjects: sustainable building materials and sustainable construction techniques, and principles of sustainable engineering. These are subjects we opt to students in third year. So 70 sustainable goals which are targeted by 2030, and the conference was took place in 2020. Okay, the 20-year plan. So I discussed all these things. So introduction to green technology, why we are learning the subject, what is green technology means. I have discussed in a previous class, so I will be uploading the video. So those who want to see the video, you can go to my YouTube channel. Okay, I will upload by today only. Secondly, and yes, I discussed about the benefits of implementing green technology. Very, very important. This concept is completely a copy paste, or it adapts the principles of sustainable engineering only. Energy efficiency, eco-friendly, durable, waste reduction, very important, waste reduction. Then we have indoor air quality, enhanced sustainability, very important, sustainability. So sustainability, those who are new to this session, let me tell you, what do you mean by sustainability? Sustainable development basically means the development of any sector meeting the needs of the present generation, as well as keeping in mind for the consumption or for the need for the future generation. That is called sustainable development. Many people ask this question. You have learned this in this subject. Do you know what is you mean by sustainability? This is a basic knowledge, basic technique. Okay, you don't need to remember. Sir, I mug up this thing, I will vomit in my copy. No. It is nothing to be it is something inherited. What is construction? You can tell anyone, for a civil engineer or an architect. Okay. Similarly, sustainability or sustainable development is a term which everyone should know in any sector. It is the development of the keeping in mind the needs of present generation while consuming and keeping in mind the needs of the future generation. That is called sustainability. Examples of green technology in buildings and infrastructure, as I told. First was the last topic that I stopped in the last session. Green roof system. In many construction areas or in many buildings or architectural areas, we have green roof system, inclined roof system where small plants or some vegetation is allowed to grow. Nowadays, instead of obviously horizontal expansion, instead of horizontal gardening, we are also going for vertical gardening. The vertical gardening started in Delhi, Chennai, Hyderabad in 1670s, 1615, 1560. I went there. Vertical gardening was very common in those areas. So here also in the areas of Rajarhat, Newtown, in many areas, we see vertical gardening is going on because it has lot of importance, it has lot of advantages. One is aesthetics. Secondly, it involves providing natural insulation, reducing stormwater, the natural rainwater which is falling on the in any area, in any portion of the structure, it directly runs off or the flows away to the drains. That we can reduce. Improving the air quality. Obviously, when we are planting more trees, not only through horizontally, because in horizontal gardening, it requires area, it requires space, which is the biggest scarcity in mainly in urban areas. So we are going to vertical gardening, where mainly you can see special walls are there in many buildings where vertical gardening is being done on the roofs, on the terraces, and also on the piers and pillars of the flyovers. You will see if you go to Newtown. Next, solar photovoltaic panels. Already I told you solar cell. The solar photovoltaic panel is the primary or the, what should I say? It is a footstep in solar industry. And nowadays we are also going for a transition from photovoltaic panels to perovskite cells, perovskite panels, which is much less energy consuming because photovoltaic cells or photovoltaic panels, they are dependent on cell, which has a lifespan of about 5 to 6 years. After that, they will be thrown out, which acts as a wastage. That is also very big headache because it brings us the dumping problem, the landfill problem. So there is also transition from solar panels, solar photovoltaic panels, cells to perovskite panels, perovskite. We have nowadays much research is going on perovskite cell, much research is going on dye sensitized solar cell. This type of research goes on in our renewable energy lab. If you go to the third floor, those who are in our, those who studies in our institute, they know if you move from the third floor of CME building towards CME building, there's a renewable energy research development center where Jyoti madam with her students, research students, does a research on this perovskite and dye sensitized solar cell. So integrating solar panels, very common nowadays. You will see solar panels have become very, very important and popular for the last 20 years in India. All the street lights, street lamps, they are solar panels. There are solar panels. The solar heating, the water heating system of offices, of residential buildings, they're also integrated with solar panels. So integrating solar panels on the rooftop or within the building facade allows for the generation of clean, renewable electricity to power various building systems and reduce reliance on non-renewable energy resources. That means we are saving huge amount of electricity, which is being generated from thermal power plants. We have thermal power plants, Kolaghat, Bakreshwar, all these areas, which is using coal only for generation of electricity. Because in our nearby in West Bengal, we don't have so much of hydroelectric power plant or tidal power plant. We have to depend on coal, thermal power plant, which is based on the fossil fuel. Obviously, it's a renewable source of energy. So we are reducing the dependency of this non-renewable energy using the solar panels. Nowadays in India, I hardly feel in any streets or the big highways, national highways, state highways, expressways, there is lighting. There are street lights without solar panels. I hardly believe in India because this is growing so fast. Okay, so it is a must nowadays. Yes, someone can ask me, sir, the installation cost is very large. Obviously, it's quite big. The installation cost of these solar panels is much, much higher than normal electricity means. But in the long run, it is very, very cost effective. It's very, if it's long running for 10 years, say 15 years, it is the overall cost of the owner of the building will be much, almost less than half of what he or she has to pay for electricity for the next 10 years, 15 years. So this is a very big thing. So we, as a responsible engineer or responsible citizens of our nation and internationally, we have to very much implement. Even I thought of implementing solar panels in my office and in my flat. Okay. So this concept has come down to such a level. Lot of standalone flats, standalone residential buildings in Rajarhat, they are installing solar panels on their roof. See, so it is when we were students, we were children in our school time, we just heard this concept. We used to heard this concept, rainwater harvesting, solar panel, but now it is complete in practice. It is not an innovation. It is completely practice, just like our bread and butter. Okay, very important. Third point, smart HVAC system. What is HVAC? Those who are architect students, they know this because this is taught to them. HVAC, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. It is an area sector where mechanical engineers work, or there is a job sector where mechanical engineers work, HVAC expert, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Very important. Advanced heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system are designed to optimize the energy uses, enhance indoor air quality. I told you we are reducing the carbon dioxide content in confined area, this closed area, closed rooms, and enable precise climate control for improved occupant comfort. So if we are judicious, very much the very important term, judicious engineer, we have to very much judiciously implore and explore this HVAC system so that we are not wasting electricity and we are not wasting money of our own as well as of our company. So we, and indirectly, if we are using the HVAC system in a very optimum manner, means in a very judicious manner, then indirectly we are actually what? We are saving the environment. We are reducing the exposure of greenhouse gases to the atmosphere. So these are only 3 examples. There are a lot of examples in green technology, which I will teach you, which are implemented in buildings through PPTs and also through video. Okay. So we get ready to get these sessions, all the sessions over 4 months with video. Okay, it's a very interactive session. Also, I will ask you 3 questions by and by. Next is challenges and barriers. So this is the first class. So I'm just talking about the overall scenario of this topic. Challenges and barriers, very important, because every coin has both sides. Every concept has pros and cons. Every technology has pros and cons. So here also we have challenges. What are challenges? Initial cost, as I told you. One of primary challenges involves the higher initial investment required for the integration of green technology features, which may act as a deterrent for some buildings and infrastructure projects. Okay, many people or many flat complexes, many office buildings, many companies, they will hesitate. They will hesitate to invest, for example, much money initially, but in a long run, they will know, they understand, they will know that what they have done by investing on this energy efficient system. Even many companies, they are actually following this practice. Okay, no one is dumb. Everyone in every sector, they are much intelligent and much technical people or advisors are there to advise their bosses. Okay, we think we as a civil engineer, we can not only civil engineer, we as an engineer, we can buy and sell anyone in the field, in the market. But please always remember, they know much, much more than us because they are dealing the practical, real life scenario. The scenario which is outside the academics is completely new, it's completely big. Okay. Secondly, technical complexity. Complexity in implementing certain green technologies, along with the need for specialized knowledge and skill, can pose obstacles during the planning and construction phases of projects. That is why we have separate companies who are working for these sustainable, energy efficient technologies. My friend is there, Prantik, who gained his MSc from presidency, but he has done a training from TRI, and also he have done some course on sustainable development, and he is working in such companies for a few years, which is over it's with an MNC. There are a lot of companies who are working hand in hand from different countries also to bringing the sustainable development goals, to bring into the features of sustainable development. So there are companies who have dedicated employees who work day and night, thinking out these technologies and how to implement and whom to implement. Very important thing. Where to implement, how to implement, and what to implement. Very important. So technical complexity. So I will show you the video. There are a lot of companies in Hyderabad, Bangalore, who are working, and even a lot of electronic companies are there who are working hand in hand with other startups who are working for sustainable development. All of you know, you have seen the seasons of Shark Tank 1, Shark Tank 2. There are a lot of startups, a lot of businessmen who are coming up, bringing out wonderful, innovative concepts. Okay, you know them. Next, so three important challenges: initial cost, technical complexity, and regulatory hurdles. What are the regulatory hurdles? That is the challenges which our local governing body is not sanctioning, like the local municipal bodies, local corporations, they are not signing the plan. So adhering to evolving environmental and regulations and local building codes. See, local building codes, what are local building codes? Can anyone please tell me? Second year, third year students of civil engineering, they know. Even the architect students, they know. The local building codes, the NBCC, National Building Code, the code, the guideline given by, or what should I say, the draft given by the Kolkata Municipality Corporation, Bidhannagar Municipality Corporation, a HITCO, a Newton Corporation. So we have local regulatory bodies as well as we have national level regulatory bodies like NBCC. We have National Building Code. The local building codes presents complexities and uncertainties that can impact the seamless adoption of green technology in construction projects. That means, for example, let me give you. That means if you want to plant out 50 solar panels in a garage area or in a certain area where it is basically made for car parking. So that is a hurdle. That is a barrier you cannot put. So you have to be logical and judicious where you can install the solar panel. Not only solar panels, let me talk about rainwater harvesting also. Okay. So this we have to pass through the local municipal corporations. Then only we can install. Innovations. Current trends and innovations in green technology, that also we have to understand. Some technologies are already there, which are conventional, and some are under innovation. So innovative materials, new eco-friendly buildings such as bamboo, recycled steel, wood, wool, we have some paper pulp also. So these are all bamboo, recycled steel, engineered wood products continue to gain popularity for their sustainability and performance benefits. Another important, very innovative material of which I teach as alternative material in our sustainable construction subject. We have cork, we have bamboo, we have bricks, energy efficient bricks. We have sustainable concrete, eco-friendly concrete. Okay, one. Next is net zero energy building. Net zero energy building is a very popular term in our sector, of engineering and architecture. Net zero energy building. What is net zero? Net zero means we are actually trying to reduce the energy resources utilization to zero. We cannot proceed or we cannot undergo economic development without the use of resources. When if you stop using resources, we cannot develop. But yes, we have to be optimizing the usage. So the net zero energy building means the pursuit of net zero energy structure. We generate as much as energy as they consume represents a key trend in green technology with a focus on renewable energy integration and energy efficient designs. Net zero energy building. And third, building integrated urban agriculture. Building integrated urban agriculture. That means we are integrating or we are superimposing the concepts of urban agriculture. What we are doing? We are emerging innovations include the integration of agriculture and green spaces within the urban buildings, promoting food production, enhancing the environmental quality with densely populated. So these are the innovations which are going on in current fields. When I will teach you in the future classes, I will discuss everything, every nitty-gritty topics, whatever the new materials or new technologies that are being used in buildings, in green buildings. Okay. And also we will go some case studies. We will go through some case studies through videos. Okay. Sustainable building design. We will talk about successful case studies which showcase the sustainable building design that incorporates passive heating. What is passive heating? I will discuss this thing. What is heat island? I will discuss this thing. Cooling strategies, efficient lighting, and renewable energy system. Very important. Passive heating, cooling systems, energy efficient lighting, indoor air quality, all these things. Smart city infrastructure. You know, there are a lot of cities in India which are smart cities. So what are the properties of smart cities? That also I will talk about. The case study explores the implementation of green technology within an urban environment, focusing on smart grids, energy efficient transportation, and sustainable urban planning. So these are all everything. So this is the conclusion of the future prospects. Enhance sustainability, technological advancement, and global impact. Okay. So whatever in design, in construction, if we develop any technology or if we are utilizing any technology which is not sustainable, then it will not be actually accepted by companies all over the world. It may be construction company, it may be software company, it may be mechanical company, it can be your energy-based companies. So if you are thinking about a sustainable design or development of a sustainable product, you have to be very much efficient so that your products can be accepted by the companies. Okay, so that is why sustainability is the first key point nowadays. Obviously, cost is very much important. Okay, so by this, I want to end to this class.